Good day, everyone. My name is Awuyemi Awoyokun. I will be your host on the podcast series Digital Mastery Strategies for Corporate Leaders. In today's fast evolving business landscape, digital transformation is no longer a choice but a necessity. Organizations that fail to adapt risk becoming obsolete, while those that embrace digital innovation will gain a competitive edge, improve efficiency, and enhance customer experiences. This podcast series is designed to help executives, business leaders, decision makers, and enthusiasts navigate the complexities of digital transformation. Through insightful discussion, expert interviews, and real world case studies, we will provide practical strategies to harness technology, drive innovation, and future proof your organization. This series goes beyond buzzwords, focusing on actionable insights tailored for those who intend to drive digital transformation. Each episode explores key topics such as leadership in the digital age, data-driven decision making, AI, automation, cybersecurity, and customer-centric transformation. Whether you are leading a multinational corporation or a growing enterprise, this podcast will equip you with the knowledge and strategies to thrive in the digital era and position your business for long-term success. Our first episode is Understanding Digital Transformation: the why, what, and how. Let's dive right into it. Imagine those times when you had to wait for a bus, not knowing specifically when it would come, or had to make a phone call just to get a taxi. But these have all changed. There was also a time when you always had to go to a physical store to buy your groceries or books or whatever it is that you need. But today we have online shopping. Almost every retailer out there provides online shopping experience. Businesses have grown and evolved to use available technology to improve or reinvent their service delivery to their customers. Digital transformation has become a key driver of growth, efficiency, and resilience in today's hyper-competitive landscape. It's more than just adopting new technologies. It's a fundamental reshaping of how businesses operate, interact with customers, and create value. According to the global market intelligence provider, International Data Corporation (IDC), global spending on digital transformation is projected to reach a whopping $3.4 trillion by 2026, emphasizing its role as a strategic priority for organizations across all industries. For C-level executives and senior managers, leading a successful digital transformation requires an in-depth understanding of its essence and importance. In this first episode, we lay the groundwork by exploring what digital transformation entails, why it is essential in today's world, and how leaders can chart a path forward achieving it. So, let's start with this question: what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is a process of integrating digital technologies into every aspect of an organization, fundamentally altering its operations, culture, and the way it delivers value to stakeholders. Let me emphasize some keywords. 1. You are integrating digital technologies, and it alters your operations, the culture, how people do things, operation, how you do things, and the way you deliver value to your customers. And take note, it transcends simply upgrading IT systems. No, oh, okay, you are using one particular platform before you move to another one. It's not just that. It involves a holistic rethinking of business models, processes, and customer interactions. So it's not like saying, okay, before I collect paper mail, but now you have to send me an email in order to be able to place an order. Yes, it can be that, but it can even be so much more. You have to rethink the whole process of how do I interact with my customers. Let's say I sell home equipment. Most people come to a store Can I give them an experience so that they can actually see that equipment sitting in their kitchen and how it fits, the color, the size, the shape? It's about rethinking that whole experience, and the customer can place an order and I get to fulfill that order, and the customer is happy and is at the end of the day and is willing to make another purchase. You have to rethink the whole experience end to end, both front office as well as the back office operation. According to the Harvard Business Review, in one of their 2022 editions, digital transformation requires an integrated approach that combines technology, talent, and strategy. It's about reimagining how businesses operate to stay agile, competitive, customer-centric in a rapidly changing environment. Why is digital transformation important? I'll give 4 reasons. First, it helps to stay competitive in a rapidly changing world of ours. 2, it enhances operational efficiency. Third, it helps to be able to meet and exceed your customers' expectation. Then the fourth one, it helps you to be able to foster innovation within your organization. I will talk in more details about each one of these, and I'll give examples of how things like that will happen. Now, for the first one, staying competitive in a rapidly changing world. Now, our world now, things change by the second. The world is interconnected. The actions that happen in one side of the world will affect another part of the world. It's not just even in terms of climate issues, it's even in terms of business impact. For example, during the 2020 COVID pandemic, it's something that affected the whole world. But I could say that nothing has challenged the world more together than that pandemic. And from a technology perspective, it has actually brought the importance of digital agility for many organizations, because it prompted them to be able to make significant investment in technology to be able to support their business operations while there was a lockdown. Remote work started. Virtual customer engagement, online transactions, they all became very pervasive around that period. I can remember there was this restaurant back then. Now, they pride themselves on serving delicious food in a very nice ambience within the restaurant itself. But they never went online. They said no, it's not possible to deliver that same quality of service online. Then came COVID, and for the first few months they couldn't make any sales because there was lockdown. But what happened? They evolved even during COVID, such that they were able to actually provide online services to their customers. People could place orders, they could have their menu on their website, place orders, and those orders will be delivered in nice, lovely boxes. Still trying to create that ambience they were giving physically, then into the online experience. But you know what? Even after COVID, they never stopped servicing their customer online. They've learned from that experience and they are not going back. The second point, enhancing operational efficiency. Digital transformation enables organizations to streamline operations, reduce costs, improve efficiency. Let me give an example. I was watching a documentary about Amazon warehouses where they use a lot of robots that actually move goods around. Now, for the volume of merchandise that are sorted through their warehouses every day, in order to have one individuals, human beings, do it at a rather efficiency rate was nearly impossible. Therefore, but machines do it and do it very well, which helps them to be able to reduce the cost of delivering an item, as well as even reducing the time it takes to be able to sort through items and help us to be able to get our orders on time. One of their reports in 2021 says that companies implementing digital tools, they see productivity gains of up to 40%. The third one, meeting and exceeding customer expectations. Modern customers demand personalized, seamless experience across all touch points. There was a 2023 report by Salesforce which states that 88% of customers expect companies to accelerate digital initiatives to meet their needs. What happens nowadays when you are online and you are ordering an item? You save your order, you pick up the mobile app, you still continue the order. You expect that no matter the touch point, you still expect to be able to get the same goods and services. You go to your shop nearby, you order on, you go online, you see their inventory. When you go to the physical store, you still expect that everything is still seamless. You sometimes even place an order only for you to go and physically pick up whatever it is. You expect the same experience, a uniform experience across all the touch points. And the fourth and final one is fostering innovation. Now, digital transformation, because it has helped organizations to get leverage of data analytics, AI, and other technologies. So it has now created a new layer of innovation. Where data is available, then you can actually now think and act differently. Let me give you an example. There's this concept called digital twin. Imagine in a power station, maybe you are running a 500 megawatt power station generating energy to power half of a city. Now, and one of the equipment will just break down and it throws maybe the whole system into disarray. You have to shut down, there's a cost to you shutting down and all that. But with things like predictive maintenance, an equipment will be able to know that it's about to fail even before it fails. Using this digital twin technology, where you create a digital model of an equipment or industrial process, and you now compare the data that you are getting from that system real time with what the digital twin is generating. Now, digital twin will always working optimally, whereas the system itself, where any part is working suboptimally, then its system will simply flag it to say something is going wrong here, and because of that, a device or a critical part may likely fail. So for that reason, plant is shut down in the next maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Instead of the system shutting down on you, the system notifies you. You can do a predictive maintenance before the actual system fails. With that, you can plan and manage your downtime and reduce your operational cost through that. Okay, so the next subtopic will be the core pillars of digital transformation. Digital transformation requires a strategic focus on 4 interconnected pillars. 4. Technology. Of course, without technology, digital transformation is never likely to occur. But then when we're talking about technology, what kind of technology are we talking about? Whether it's cloud computing, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, there are a lot of new tools. Yes, we've heard a lot of many of these buzzwords. But these are also the tools that enable digital transformation to occur. The challenge for the leaders lies in selecting the tools that align with their organizational goals and ensure seamless integration across departments. Different technologies exist, but what will best optimize your own process? What will work best for you to be able to deliver value, the value that you envision for your organization? Technology. Very critical pillar. The second one is people and culture. Interesting. One of the Forbes reports of 2021, it's quoted to have said that digital transformation is 90% people and 10% technology. You know, that underscores the importance of people in the transformation process. Now, the success of any digital initiative hinges on the willingness of employees to embrace change management. Leaders must cultivate a culture of innovation, provide training to upskill their workforce, and address resistance to change. The third one, processes. The how that we do things within the organization. Reinventing processes to be more efficient, flexible, and data-driven is critical. We talk about data-driven decision making. So it's not just that, I feel, no. you have to be the data backed, I feel, or so it now becomes I know because it's data backed. This involves adopting methodologies like Lean, Agile, DevOps to improve collaboration and deliver faster results. Now, the fourth one, customer experience. At the heart of digital transformation is the goal of delivering value to customers. At the end of the day, why are we doing what we are doing if not to be able to have that competitive advantage? And if it's their customers that will actually consume our service and pay for those services, then it has to be about how the customer experience is shaped. The way we deliver value, it will include creating frictionless digital experiences, leveraging data to predict customers' needs, and maintaining strong communication across all channels. And if you look at the likes of Disney, Starbucks, they've used all these technologies to enhance customer experience. Let me give you an example or buttress this Disney experience. Today you're watching Disney Channel. When you open the app, it starts telling you the movies that you can watch or you should watch, suggestions. You see the same thing on Netflix and all other media channels too. So there are recommender systems that will because they've analyzed what you have consumed as a user over the period, then they can be able to recommend based on your watching pattern, based on your demographics, based on your location. They will recommend other things that people like you can watch. So with that, it can easily spice up your selection choices, because with that they know who you are, and because of that you can be able to guide the customer to be able to make purchases. The same thing happens when you're buying online. Because you checked one item, they believe you consume another, you're likely to want to consume another one. Recommender systems, it helps to enhance customer experience. These are kind of things that we can use technology for, to be able to drive, so that we're able to enhance the customer experience. Okay, so we've talked about the benefit of digital transformation. We've talked about what exactly it is and the core pillars, what it would take to be able to do it. Now, the question that now arises is, for the organization that has not started on the journey, or the one that wants to measure itself, that where is it on the journey? Question is, how do you begin that journey? How do you start the digital transformation process? I will take us through a 4-step approach, and it's just all about, I'll take us through a 4-step approach. First is, let's even do a self-assessment as an organization. Where are we? So you're looking at that, okay, can we evaluate our current state assessment? Who are we digitally? So you are conducting what we call a digital maturity assessment, in which you are doing analysis of, okay, how well am I using technology today? Some people will use tools like SWOT analysis. Some people, because it's also saying, and it's specifically directed at your digital usage. Where are my strengths? Where are my weaknesses? Where are my areas that I need to improve on? Because you should leverage off your strengths, fix your weaknesses, and with that, you'll be able to drive positive change. So first thing is, do a self-awareness, self-assessment. Second one, where are we going to? That's what I call it, but it's actually to define a vision and a strategy. A clear vision is essential for aligning digital transformation efforts into the broader business objectives. Digital transformation, the vision for digital transformation cannot be outside of the overall business strategy. So if you're looking at it and where the business is going to, then it will help you to be able to say, how can technology take us there? How can digital transformation take us there? Is the vision. For instance, imagine a bank that's been doing merchant banking or wholesale banking that wants to go into retail banking. The business strategy is changing. It's evolving to be able to do more retail type transactions. But from a digital transformation perspective, in terms of infrastructure and touch points to serve a few institutional customers, it's certainly different from what it would take to serve millions of retail customers, and you're actually collecting cash. And it will help you as to be able to say, maybe I want to be a digital only retail bank. So it means that your digital platform and touch point has to evolve to be able to match those ones. But to go back to the step, define the vision, define the strategy. Then every other thing can now align with it. After you have the vision, after you have the strategy, what next? Build a roadmap. Remember, the first time was to do a current state assessment. Second one is defining the destination, which is future state. The roadmap is now saying what is the gap between my current state and future state, and can I define different activities and projects to be able to take me from where I am to where I envision myself to be. Now, so it's now when you do that, as part of that, you are prioritizing digital initiative based on their potential impact, feasibility, and alignment with organizational goals. There should not be any divergence, there should be convergence. That's why it's the vision that is tied to overall business vision that should drive all this. Now, it's typically advised, start small, then before you go big. We've seen so many in time past that there have been so many technology projects that failed. And it could also be, and they happen for different reasons. So it's typically advised, start small, take it big. Sometimes even get organizations to handhold you through that process. That's why you have different consulting firms, including Amogate, that can assist you with that transformation process. They can handhold you through those sessions to be able to define what it is that you want to do, the vision, do a self-assessment to do where are you, and then be able to define that roadmap to say this is where you're going to. And with that, the project that will now take you there can actually now be put in place. After that, the fourth one will actually be execute and monitor. The execution of the project is quite important, as well as even monitoring the project when they are executed to be sure that they meet up with the objectives. The business objective of setting up the digital transformation project. Adopting an agile approach ensures flexibility in execution. Then in the monitoring, use metrics to measure progress such as customer satisfaction scores, operational efficiency, revenue growth. Then continuously iterate based on feedback to refine strategies. These are also very critical. So take note of those 4 steps. First, you are looking at assessment, self-assessment. Where are we? Then defining the vision and strategy. Where are we going to? Then building a roadmap. How do we go from where we are to where we are going to? Then fourth one is execute. Get it done. Then monitor to be sure that what the gains that you intended when you had the vision can actually be achieved. Now, in conclusion, digital transformation is not a one-time project. It's not something that you do once and you forget about it and you believe that everything is Charlie, as a friend would say. No. It's an ongoing journey that requires a strategic mindset, leadership commitment, and organizational alignment. As businesses navigate the challenges of the digital age, those that embrace transformation as a core strategy will position themselves for long-term success. In this episode, we explored foundational aspects of digital transformation, the what it is, why it matters, and how leaders can embark on the journey. These insights set the stage for the rest of the series, providing a framework for understanding the complexities of digital change. Now, I would say as a leader, what should you do? What should be your call to action? I would say, reflect on your organization's digital maturity and identify key areas where transformation can drive value. Now, this is actually quite important because some organizations, they've done some things in the past. They've done some transformation projects in the past, but does it end there? Like I said earlier, it's not a one-off project. So you need to continuously evolve and see areas that you can actually use transformation to drive value. Now, join us in our next episode where we'll be talking about leadership in the digital age, driving the vision, where we'll discuss how leaders can inspire and guide their teams through the complexities of digital transformation. I would say, please subscribe to us on all our platforms. We are Amogate. We are on YouTube, MixLR, Instagram, and Facebook. We are there. Subscribe so that whenever there is another edition of this program and other interesting programs that Amogate offers, you will be able to get the message and be able to partake and derive value from it. Until then, see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye bye.